everyone, I'm Azure Silver, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm recording this the day after the last episode. Suffice to say, I probably won't be able to get 2 videos recorded today, just because I started trying to get this working around like 2:15, and my computer just would not operate this properly, so I shut down my computer for the first time in a while, turned it back on, and it wouldn't turn back on. So when I finally got it turned back on, it's now 2:50, so I don't know, we're gonna load game. We're on this one, 16:14. It is Sunday already, just gonna make sure it's still recording. It's looking good. Hopefully I didn't screw everything up. Alright, it's Sunday already. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself that there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. But that's all her poems are. What do you mean? She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard anything from Ciera since I left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Ciera said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Ciera's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Ciera before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I'm simply telling her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Ciera's house, I knock on the door before entering myself. Again, I used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. I know people who have friends like that, but I don't, The house is quiet. Shut up. Ciera isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. A reasonable conclusion. Is there supposed to be a picture here? Because I'm an entire black screen and dialogue. I assume everything's running normally. It's already strange to her not run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Okay, good, it's still working. Sayori. Hi, Jay. I sit down in her room. Ciera forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Ciera's room is as messy as it always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. She has one calendar with a bite mark in it. She doesn't have any wall decorations. What do you mean? If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Ciera had already left by the time we decided the last meeting. Yeah, I remember. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. What about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Ciera stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. Well, if she's acting a certain way, then it technically becomes a characteristic of her. So I don't know. It's definitely not normal, but it's not uncharacteristic. It's impossible to be uncharacteristic. Or at least that's my way of things. I finally get to the point. I just want to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Ciera smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Jay. Eh? Why can't I just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulder. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something's happening to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Ah. Ciera gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Jay. Didn't put a trap in me. That would have been bad. But damn, the music is so good in this game. I like the music. It's a very calming vibe, even though I'm only listening to it for 1 year. It's a very nice, mellow vibe to it it's very nice. It's very nice. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sarah? Why is he sending me voice messages? You're really gonna make me say it, aren't you, Jay? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. See that? That stings. It stings because I know what it's like, you know? So to see it here... It's coming back to me now. Not what happens. I still don't remember anything about the future of this game. But I remember why I connected to it so much the first time around when I watched it in grade 8. Because grade 8 was the first real, like, uprising of my depression. It's when I realized I had it, when it got really bad, when I started getting into suicidal thoughts and whatnot. And I remember just watching Markiplier, I believe it was, read this line. And I just remember connecting to it so much. Not because I thought I had depression my whole life. I don't know about that. But just because it's something that I know I have. And it's a pain that I know so very well. That just makes me connect with this game so much. I think this is really the tipping point that made me feel the way I feel about this game. Because I don't know if I have actually expressed this on the channel. I know I said I watched the other 2 videos I made of this beforehand. I know I didn't last time. Some of the details are lost on me. It's a weird thing. I see these people kind of like friends. And I call them people. They're just game sprites. Like Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, Monica. I see them as human beings. And I think it's because of moments like this. I think I just so badly at the time wanted to connect with something that wasn't like a therapist or whatever telling you that things are going to be alright, or parents telling you to get help or something, or friends trying to console you in a way that doesn't change much. You know, I think for once it was just the admittance of someone else who was depressed. Just coming out and saying it and showing it in a way that was so relatable because it was so accurate to how I was feeling. And I think at that point, these people in my mind somehow became real people. They became friends. Even when I logged onto this game the first time, that feeling that I had, that aura, that nostalgia, it's them. It's people. It's game sprites that I somehow care about. I don't know why, but I do. And I don't think I can ever make that point enough to where you guys can fully understand and appreciate this. It's like the closest comparison I can make is how passionate Jacksepticeye was when he was playing Undertale, and how he felt for the characters, to the fact that he even cried while doing their voices at the end of the True Pacifist ending. It's that same kind of thing. I've bonded to these people in such a way, and at a young age. I was like 12 in grade 8, and I still feel that now. Like it's coming back to me. These long lost friends that I didn't even know I have, that I technically don't have, but I do. I don't know. This game just... I think I just experienced the game too young and it hit me in a different way. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's because of the symptoms I was feeling that this game hit me in the way it did, but this game means a lot to me. These people mean a lot to me. I don't care if they're game sprites. These people mean a lot to me. Anyway, let's continue the story. I'm done rambling for you guys. I apologize for that. I've had a really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. God, that's like mirrored what I've said. I've said those exact things. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your closest friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Jay. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. And I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try and care about me. It feels nice sometimes. It also feels like a bat being swung against my head. And that's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and getting closer with everyone in that club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Jay. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. This is setting me up for tears right here. It feels so bad. I feel so horrible. I want to help. I want to hug so bad. I both want to hug her and I want to hug myself. I want to... God damn it. The empty tunnel is a lonely place, but maybe we could be lonely together, you know? This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Jay, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Jay. Ciera isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Ciera's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Jay. Ciera barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Ciera finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Jay. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Ciera let me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Ciera wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day with her, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Ciera shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if it would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But, oh fuck, I skipped dialogue. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. That's deep, man. I know I'm smiling. I am. It's a thing I do. It's a defense mechanism. Not for like depression or anything. I mean, I have depression on the daily, so technically speaking, every time I laugh, it's a mask and whatnot. Anytime I'm anything but miserable, it's a mask. Technically speaking, I'm smiling because I'm in a weird state. Like I'm a mixture. It's like a tornado when the hot and cold air come together. I'm getting nostalgic feelings of my life and my experiences. And I'm getting sad because I see myself in Sayori and it hurts. Because that's the thing with depression. That's one of the things. You don't want to tell people because you don't want them to worry about you because you see yourself in a lesser way. And then that's all people do because every time they look at you, they see that. They don't see you. They see a problem. And then even if they tell you, and even if they're being the most honest people in the world, telling you that they want to spend time with you, you know that there's other things that they could be doing. And so it always feels so, like she said, it feels bittersweet. It feels in some ways wrong. God, it hurts. I right now my depression's very mild. It comes in waves and whatnot. I mean, it's gonna ramp back up soon anyway, because I gotta go back to drama eventually, but this is remembering. This is something else. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. It's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. We're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back home anxiously waiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know She texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her inside. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Geez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's going to be a long afternoon, so don't be weird about it just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. I saw you just carrying a large bag of probably bacon supplies. Fuck me. Sorry. Well, I didn't want to come all this way out just to find your kitchen isn't fully equipped for the job. You brought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't have them at home. Good. I'm glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What, you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Jay? Come on. Since when do I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. I carry that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being that small that much? Huh? It's not that I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they think I'm only worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and ask better than, and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? It's just a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you speak your mind like that. Hey, now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki? Forget it! I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Eh? I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. Ah, how would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Jay. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. What is this, Undertale? When Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm fighting back. But she's desperate now. Finally, it starts putting on her back so we can get started. Alright, before long, the whole kitchen's a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flowers, spilled fluid, and plastic bags were strewn about every countertop. The mixture isn't big enough to make a velvet bag once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting some of all of my favorite movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Excuse me, Jay, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going to... oh my god, sorry. The batter's going in the oven soon. I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. The way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Now that's a cute idea. We do anything like that with icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so come on, you're not putting up any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? Can't I at least English? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her, 20% battery, that's great. I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring in each. That does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end. It just makes everyone's eyes like I didn't read that at all. Like the ones you made on your first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monica delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with the whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah, it's just taking a little longer. Jeez, I'll be all night if you could do it. Here, look. Natsuki grabs a whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. I do. I'm sorry. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See, as if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I'd like to start doing the same. Hey, Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Aren't you forgetting who did all the work? I started to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push hard enough, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop it with my fingers just as Natsuki tugs all her might. The force on Natsuki pulling me caused me to stumble, making her stumble in return. Gross. You got it in my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big lob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki wipes off her finger for sure. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back. I grab the one as well. Stop. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know what? I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me? You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking the icing off. This man is smooth. Smooth. With a capital T, H, 2 O's, an M, and an S. There's another S there too, but it's silent and also not capitalized. What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Jay, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question did she ask me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I noticed her shallow breasts. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? I don't know where the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushed over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah, the tension from the moment before still lingers over your head. Hey, a new Showdown map. Cool. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue icing like nothing has ever happened. That smells so good. Cupcakes were ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki pulls over the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows up with different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you needed to tell me that. I brought the decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make the stuff look nice and fluffy. I can't English. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though. What's this one for? I pick up on the nozzles a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin so you can make stripes or patterns. But you can also use the right stuff on a cake. Like, happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make different literature-themed writing by word on the cupcakes. It'd be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so maybe I'm getting it from you. What was that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice chills off. Same with you. Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up pace and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about it, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Like how pretty they all are together. Yeah, they are pretty, aren't they? Ah, I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sarah's the exact opposite in that regard. If she were here, she probably would have downed 10 cupcakes already, and she would have still eaten dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we could have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Ah, already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you've always have this chance. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Ciera each carry some, then you probably can do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. Then don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Ah. Yeah. I again think about that conversation I had with Ciera earlier today. I felt so helpless. Ciera always does listen to me, but at that point I felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki's about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get any closer with her like I wanted? Well, you did stick your finger in her mouth. I think that's as close as you can get. I mean, you didn't impale her, but she impaled you. How more intimate do you want to be? I'm concerned for this guy's fetishes. I'm gonna turn up the brightness. There you go. Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki, eh? What you said before about not always having this chance. Doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think if that's possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere, do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Jay, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... The music stopped. That's actually a little concerning, her getting this close. It's weird. So the music's really just gone. Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. I've felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Eh? Hi, Jay. Sayori. Just now we weren't... It's okay, Jay. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat all the cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Go. Peace. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off, and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori? Oh, there's the music, okay. I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. Aww. You don't have to lie, come on, it's okay. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Jay? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It's because you love me. It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Jay. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. Ooh, I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Oh, shit. What did Monica say? There's some drama I don't know about? I am part of the drama class, so maybe I can, help out. Talk to me. Sorry. What I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But, Ciera looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure. I'm scared, Jay. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Ciera? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Ciera, it's true, isn't it? I was always weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself, Jay. Oh, she was still talking. My bad. I liked you so much that I want to die. Oh. So it's not a yandere. Cause a yandere, is yandere just a name, or isn't that like a term for a really obsessive anime girlfriend type scenario? Because I know there's yandere simulator. Isn't that like a type of plot point where a girl would murder for a guy, or a guy would murder for I guess it is a girl. A girl would murder for a guy? Isn't that the thing? So it's kind of like a reverse yandere thing? I don't know. I don't even remember if I'm pronouncing that right off the top of my head. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, I'm killing the vibe. My bad. Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods, even if you don't understand all of your own feelings. I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Oh, shit. So obviously this situation isn't the exact same as mine. I didn't get depressed because I love somebody. I mean, I guess it did add to it. It can add to it, if it's not handled correctly. See, in a situation like this, the most relatable I can get to it, because I've never had like a girlfriend or anyone admit to me that they like me like this. I don't know what it's like. But God. I mean, this is kind of the reality I've been hit with twice. This one right here. Because, not necessarily during my depression, but in the times that I've tried, and also I'm itching my stomach. I'm not masturbating, if that's what you're thinking. I've been rejected twice, so this would definitely feel better, but she's seen me kiss Natsuki. Well, almost kiss Natsuki. So she knows I love her, but then again, one can love multiple people. I personally don't believe in that, but I try to stick to just one person at a time. But one can love multiple people, so either way, she's gonna tune it out. That's the problem. Like, that's the thing with depression. Compliments help for a second, and then it just ticks back to the way it is. You need to be able to be there. You need to be able to listen. It's not necessarily pouring compliments to them. It's not necessarily making them positive. It's just making it known that they're not alone. In a way that actually matters. Not just saying it. Not just any friend in your social circle saying, you're not alone. It matters the person saying you're not alone. This kind of stuff will help temporarily. You'll have to keep reminding them of it too. Because it'll just feel forced after a while. To them, it'll feel like they're saying it to say it. It's not gonna last. But I guess this one does have a more grand impression because she does love me. So this one will have a more grand standing impression. And I do. I do like her. I, as the character, think I definitely would make sense to date her. I wouldn't mind it. As I love you. I love you. Eh. Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner, but spending this time with everyone at the club, making the new friends, having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to keep burping. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens as long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, and then I know we'll both be happy. Jay. Suddenly Ciera wraps her arms around me tightly. It's weird. The brown hair, that could be me? It's not the thickest brown hair. That kind of reminds me of Kirito from Sword Art Online. The hair and the black. It's cool. Is this really okay? Yeah. I held Ciera in my arms and pulled her close. You don't have to let go of me again. I love you, Jay. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Ciera's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Ciera? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment of my life. But why, even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Jay. It's okay, Ciera. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters to me right now. Okay. I trust you. Ciera and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want you to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scared me. I understand. We'll go whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Jay. Ciera gazes at me once more, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Eh? I don't understand what Ciera means by that. Are you saying this is making you feel sad, Ciera? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It feels like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. That's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Ciera. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having so much trouble understanding Ciera's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I'm doing if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back the way they are. Is this what Ciera meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give everything I've got. Ciera's the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Is it Monday? It is Monday. Okay. I'm going to keep this going for a bit. I know it's already been 40 minutes. Technically, that's kind of what the range I want for these videos to be. But I'm going to keep this going for a bit just to put it on a happy note. Maybe get some more journals done. We didn't do a journal last night, actually. That's a bit of a shocker. But I want to kind of end off on a more positive note. We've been dealing with some very sensitive issues, some very serious topics. So I'm just going to kind of stray away from that a little bit. And the festival should be fun. It is the festival after all, so... It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Ciera, but Ciera isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but it's decided a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself. Natsuki's really... Oh, Rocky's whining. Texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I should probably feel the same way Natsuki is about the event. I'm more excited for it to be all over so I can spend it with Ciera and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great. Jay, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's fun. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets at each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she's prepared for having class poems to practice tomorrow. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like it and I submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Ciera with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You think of this like this important, she tried a little harder. I say it, but suddenly I remember what Ciera told me yesterday, and suddenly I feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because that's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Jay. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. I sneezed. I mean, especially after you exchanged with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But maybe just by text message, I guess? I don't think it's that shocking that she would know. I stammer embarrassed. Did Ciera really tell her about this so quickly? We're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up to anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. You probably know more than you think. Okay? Sorry, my nose is really bugging me. I have no idea why. Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Women. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets, laid it on the desk. Oh yeah, this is what I did. Something definitely people at the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is printed neatly on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones I performed during her practice. What's this? I flipped to Ciera's poem. It's different from the one she's practiced. It's one I haven't read before. Oh. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished, it just stops moving. What? What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach, the music's gone again. Jay, what's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sarah's written, but more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori. So, well, alright. Trying to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls out to me afterward. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even a simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things would be the same as they always have been. That's all she needed, and that's what I'm going to give her. I reach Sarah's house and knock on her door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in my own house. It really is something a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sarah's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, you dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. I have a I have a save. I do. I have a save. I can go back. Maybe I pushed too hard. I don't know. Maybe I did something wrong. I have a safe. I do. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to bomb. Just yesterday, I told Sayori that I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best for her and that everything was okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swimming thoughts keep telling me that everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. And she's gone forever now. Nothing I can do will bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is but I still couldn't do what she needed me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. She's all... I have this choice. I don't even care. I can't go on. I can't. I can't. I'm out. I'm done. I just need a minute. It's supposed to be a good send-off. I even said that I thought these people were real. I care about these people, and I just saw one of them die. I just saw one of them die. I don't... Never mind. Goodbye, everyone.